watching WPTA TV 21 Alive News at 5 with Keith Edwards, Melissa Long, and Brent Trenton.
Good evening. Topping tonight's news, a group of business and community leaders don't want to see Lincoln National Corporation break ties with Fort Wayne.
So today they met to discuss what can be done to keep the financial services giant from bolting town, Melissa. 21 Alive's Jeff Newmeyer is standing by live with the details. Jeff, is the meeting still going on?
Well, Keith, it wrapped up just about a half an hour ago. Maybe a dozen people, including some local real estate developers and smaller company executives, huddled inside the private office of City Council member Tom Henry. He organized this brainstorming session, if you will, that we were not allowed to attend. This comes one day before Lincoln's board of directors meet across the country in Hartford, Connecticut, to talk about, among other things, the possible relocation of Lincoln's corporate headquarters to another city. Now, Henry wouldn't discuss specifically what was discussed in today's meeting, but he did say phone calls will be placed, hoping to convince Lincoln decision makers to vote what's best not only for the company, but for Fort Wayne, which has been the company's home since the early 1900s. Henry had some interesting things to say afterwards about what he and others fear regarding Lincoln's future, and we'll let you hear some of that coming up on 21 Alive News at 6. Reporting live from Constitution Drive out on the west side, I'm Jeff Newmeyer. Keith, Melissa, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. We'll look for your report tonight at 6. In other news, today is a day to remember those who have fought in the U.S. Armed Services. President Clinton laid the ceremonial wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier this morning. Taps was played during the ceremony, and there was a traditional 21-gun salute. Students in the Summit City also participated in Veterans Day activities. Kids here at Fort Wayne Christian School placed stars on a wall. Each star represents the deaths of 1,000 men and women who served in the armed forces, dating all the way back to the Revolutionary War.
While many Americans spent the time honoring veterans today, hundreds of active military members are headed to the Persian Gulf. This comes as President Clinton is giving Iraq warnings of military strikes. More than 400 people associated with the United Nations pulled out of Iraq today in preparation for those strikes. In all, 300 U.S. military aircraft and about 4,500 troops have been deployed to the region surrounding Iraq. The 14-year-old Florida boy who confessed to killing his 8-year-old neighbor must stay in isolation at a juvenile detention center. That's the order given to Joshua Phillips by a judge today. Phillips is charged with the murder of 8-year-old Maddie Clifton. Police found the stabbed and beaten body of the girl hidden in the frame of Phillips' waterbed.
O.J. Simpson's fight for the custody of his children is not over after all. An appeals court overturned the decision that gave Simpson custody of the 2 children he had with Nicole Brown Simpson. The court said the original custody judge in the case should have considered evidence that Simpson could have been involved in Mrs. Simpson's death before placing now 13-year-old Sydney and 10-year-old Justin with him. Simpson says he will not give up his fight to keep his kids no matter how long it takes. Tens of thousands of people are without power tonight in the Midwest because of severe storms. The storms, which dumped huge amounts of snow on the Dakotas and Minnesota, is also being blamed right now for 8 deaths. Several cars and trucks were stranded in the heavy snow, and a school bus was blown off the road, injuring 12 students in Minneapolis. More than 600 miles of highway had to be shut down because of the high winds, rain, and snow across the plains. Well, we should be thankful that we didn't get hit with the snow from that storm. We did, however, get the wind, didn't we?
That's right, and we'll check in with Brent Trenton in just a moment.
25 years ago, the Vietnam War was ending, but for some, a lifetime of heartache was just beginning. Today, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall illustrates their devastating losses.
No matter how you felt about the cause, when you look at this wall, you have to step back and say thank you, and thank God that we have people who would do that.
This is 21 Alive's Diana Lee. I'll introduce you to people in our area who are holding on to the memories of those who are gone but not forgotten. Tonight at 6 and 11, right here on 21 Alive.
Holiday entertaining?
Don't worry. Come to Furniture Crafts and save on holiday entertainment pieces for every room in your home.
Right now, you'll enjoy special savings on solid wood entertainment centers starting at just $144.
With TV stands from $56 and accent tables as low as $29.
And don't forget the dining room tables, corner cabinets, and so much more.
Holiday entertaining?
Only at Furniture Crafts.
The quality you demand.
At a price you can afford. Furniture Crafts across from the Coliseum next to H.H. Gregg on Parnell.
And now an update on the Big Lots bargain event.
I was just there. It starts with one deal, then bam! You're getting everything at the Big Lots price.
Get new stuff every week, like Real Sound Playbacks from Dirt Devil. Your choice, $9.99. Play Hand Vac, $4.99. Virago diecast vehicles are only $9.99 each. And this portable AM/FM cassette player is just $14.99.
Hey, might as well get the Big Lots price.
That's good news. You too have an advantage at Ben Davis Chevrolet in Auburn, the easiest dealer to get to with 11 giant acres full of Chevrolets, Oldsmobiles, Buicks, Pontiacs, and tough Chevy trucks. Ben Davis Pre-Owned Vehicle Center is loaded with local trade-ins. Family owned for 18 years, Ben Davis deals when others don't. Your advantage is at Ben Davis Chevrolet, just minutes from everywhere. I-69 exit 129, where you always get.
The Ben Davis Advantage.
21 Alive Medical Matters is brought to you by PAT Hearing Clinics.
Which foods are likely to cause cavities?
Well, if you guessed candy, dentists say guess again. Starchy foods, not sugary ones, can be the biggest culprit. Marty Wright has us more now in Medical Matters for us.
Well, Keith and Melissa, there's a whole host of foods we may consider healthy for our teeth, but these foods may in fact be sabotaging our smiles. For instance, a cracker is healthier for teeth than a caramel, right? No, insists many dentists. Some sticky candies dissolve quickly, while carbohydrates like crackers or pretzels dig into back molars and are more likely to cause cavities. But the real problem isn't the amount of sugar in food, but the amount of time teeth are exposed to it, because bacteria acids have a field